Well, after the move, I decided to switch from Tang Sudo to Taekwondo. So I went to a different studio, and it's a different federation or association. This is American Tang Sudo, and I'm switching to the World Taekwondo Federation, which is the governing body of the studio that I'm going to. And I was sewing the new patches on my dobok, or gi as they call it in karate, but in Taekwondo it's the Korean is a dobok, and I just used a baseball stitch. So I just went around and just kind of looped it through. So this video is more of how to sew a patch on than really what I'm doing with with my martial arts training. But I already sewed this on, and I wanted to show you the stitching because it's in yellow. But I'm going to be sewing on my American and Korean patches over here. I'm going to show you how to do that. Well, obviously you want to start out by lining it up, and then I just use a piece of packing tape to secure it before I sew it. So let me set the tripod up and I'll show you the rest. First, what I'm going to do after I line up where I want my patch is I'm going to tie the thread to the patch, or yeah, tie the thread to the patch so I don't pull through. What I'll do is I'll start at the bottom, pull it through, and then push it back to the bottom and just tie a couple of knots in it. So I'll pause the video here. Alright, I'm going to show you how to tie the knot. It's important to get the the loop underneath the patch. So I'm going to take the loose end, hold it over the long end. See that? And then I'm going to go under the long end, pull through, and that'll knot it. Alright. So again, there we go. Just put 2 loops on it and it won't come off. Now, what I used to do was I used to stick my hand underneath and guide the needle as I went through, but I found that can be painful if I poke too hard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put something underneath. It doesn't have to be something really hard, and just anything you can find around the house. So I'm going to put a DVD cover underneath. The reason why I'm doing this also is to keep it from going through both layers of the sleeve. So then what I do is I'm going to poke right next to where I want to sew, go through the layer, and then come, it's coming through the bottom. So poke through there and poke through the bottom. Pull, and there's my first stitch. So then I'm going to poke right next to where the thread came up. I know this is white on white, so it's going to be hard to see, but hopefully you can see what's going on here. And then I'm going to bring it out, poke in, and bring it out just a little bit further, maybe a 1/4 inch in front of where it came out before. Poke in, and then poke out. And that's it. So what I'll do is I'll follow the edge of the patch all the way around. Once I get up to here, I'll move the tape and continue on. You can turn this any way you want. And to tighten it, don't pull on the needle, just grab the thread here to tighten it up a little bit. So here, and I call it a baseball stitch. I don't know what the technical name is for it, but I know a lot of people, when I tell them, yeah, I sew my own patches on, they're like, oh wow, really? It's not that hard. I used to have to sew patches on my uniform all the time, and you can take it to a tailor and they'll charge you like $5 a patch. Well, you know me, I'm a cheapskate, so I figure out how to do it myself. Alright, so I'm going to speed it up here, and you can see the finished product at the end. Alright, now when you get to the end where you started, what I do is I go ahead and keep going for about 5 or 6 more stitches. That way it reinforces the original stitching and it won't unravel on you. And then the way I end it is I'll loop it around 5 or 6 times and poke it through back on the back and cut it in the back. Alright, now I just poke it through. And I'll show you the inside here. I just cut it with a pair of scissors. That's all there is to it. I don't know if you can see the stitching or not. That's it. That's how you sew a patch on. Real quick and easy. And of course, if you use the same color thread as the border, you won't see the stitching. Same with this here. I used a yellow thread, and you can't really see it. You can kind of make it out along the edges if you're close, but far away you can't really see the threading. But hope that helps some of you guys learn how to sew a patch on. It's not that hard, and I know you can spend quite a bit of money per patch if you don't know how to do it yourself. So that's all I got. See you later.